She planned her wedding at my house and didn't even invite me. I still can't believe how things escalated. What began as a favor turned into a revelation of how deeply I was being taken advantage of and how some people can lie so effortlessly. I've been married for 8 years to the kindest man I've ever known. Together, we've built a solid life, careers, and a beautiful home with 4 bedrooms, a garden, and a pool, all earned through hard work. He comes from a humble family, while mine always emphasized independence and merit. I was raised to understand that nothing comes for free. Perhaps that's why my sister-in-law has always looked down on me. She's 27, has never held a job, and didn't finish college. She lives with her parents and follows influencers who claim that education is a waste of time. My in-laws support this fantasy, buying her everything she wants while claiming financial hardship. I kept my distance. Then one day she approached me, nearly in tears, asking to host her wedding at my house. She envisioned an outdoor ceremony in the garden, followed by a dinner in the living room. It would be just for a weekend, she said, and it would help impress her Irish fiancé's family visiting from abroad. Against my better judgment, I agreed, thinking perhaps she was finally taking a step toward maturity. I couldn't have been more wrong. 3 months later, she had decorators visiting, rearranged my furniture, rented a new dining table, and acted as if she owned the place. I tried to stay calm, counting the days until it would all be over. Then came the bombshell. 2 days before the wedding, she showed up at 6 a.m., buzzing with excitement. She informed me that her fiancé's parents would be staying in our bedroom. She would take the room with the walk-in closet, and my husband and I should find a hotel or stay with my parents, as if it were the most natural thing in the world. I told my fiancé, "This is my parents' house," she said nonchalantly. "It would be weird if you were here." I was speechless. I asked, "And when they ask where we live?" "Well, you won't be here, right?" That's when it hit me. She hadn't just lied about the house being her parents'. She hadn't even invited us to the wedding that was to take place in our own home. I called my husband, who was still half asleep, and explained the situation. We confronted my in-laws, seeking answers. They admitted they knew we weren't invited and saw no issue with it. It was her special day, after all. My husband lost his temper and we left furious. Back home, I called a locksmith and changed all the locks. On the morning of the wedding at 6 a.m., the decorator arrived to set up. I told him there would be no wedding here. This was my home and I had revoked permission. An hour later, the groom showed up, confused. He recognized me from photos and asked about the bride. "She doesn't live here. She never has. This is my house." His expression changed. The truth was sinking in. By 9 a.m., the bride arrived. Furious, she screamed, pounded on the door, and accused me of ruining her life. Neighbors called the police. Days later, I heard the groom had canceled everything. He called her and her parents liars in front of all the guests and said he needed to rethink the relationship. My sister-in-law sent me messages, came to my door yelling, and called me a witch. She said I destroyed her dream, but all I did was protect my home and dignity. She tried to erase me from her story because I reminded her of everything she chose not to be. Today, I'm at peace. The house is still mine. My marriage is strong, and the only thing that crumbled was her web of lies.